Hi everybody, it's Laura from Unique Boutique, and this morning I wanted to talk to you about cashmere. Now, I am not a cashmere expert, but I do love cashmere and I'm still learning about it, so I thought some of you might be interested in learning what I've recently learned. And that is, I have bought several of these scarves with this labeling in thrift stores and such, and I see a lot of them on eBay, and I'm tempted to purchase them because I have a project in mind that I'm going to want a lot of inexpensive cashmere for, repurposing project. So I've been looking at a lot of this label scarves on eBay, and I came across an eBay buying guide this morning that claimed scarves that were labeled in this manner are fakes. And the author suggested doing burn test on them that's how she discovered they were fakes. So I decided to do the same thing since I already had a few of these in my collection. So that's what we're going to do this morning on the YouTube video. I'm going to compare and contrast the burn test results against this other cashmere scarf that I have that's it's a Johnston's cashmere scarf. Their label says right there on the label they've been in business since 1797 in Scotland, and I feel pretty confident in their labeling. So we're going to contrast our burn test results. We're going to start with this one though, is unbranded. And I want to point out that the label is not stitched to the scarf. It's merely attached with adhesive. So you can see it's just sort of peeling up. That's kind of the first sign that something is a little different or amiss. And I want to be completely transparent, so what I'm going to do is pluck some of the fibers from the surface of the scarf till I get enough to make a nice little pile that I can set fire to. And we can compare the results of burning these fibers against burning fibers from the Johnston's cashmere scarf. That's sticking to my fingers. I almost have enough here. You don't need a whole lot. Let's go with that. Okay. Again, this is going to be the burn test results for the unbranded 100% cashmere made in Scotland scarf. So let's just wad them up a little bit. And we're going to set fire to them. Now, if it is real cashmere, one, it will stink. It'll smell like burning hair, because it is burning hair. And hair, being an organic substance, will burn to ash. If it's some sort of man-made, like acrylic or something, well, acrylic is plastic, so it's going to melt into little balls rather than burn to ash. So it's cooled off enough. What I have here is a pretty hard little ball. Let's try and smush it first and see if we can break it down into ash. That's not working very well for me. So I'm going to pick it up and rub it all over my fingers. And that's what I get. It just sort of broke into smaller pieces. not ash, therefore not real cashmere. So if you're buying this on eBay, or if you're buying this in thrift stores, or I don't even know where, if these are sold in brick and mortar stores or not, but the only places I see them are thrift stores and eBay online places. Not real cashmere. Do your own burn test. And if you don't know what real cashmere looks like when it burns, here is the Johnston's scarf with the label. Hope you can read that. It says Johnston's Cashmere. Let's see, gosh. I didn't get the lighting just right. Anyway, let's show the label while we pluck some fibers from it. Don't want to lose what I plucked. And I don't want to make a hole in my scarf or a thin place, so I'm just kind of moving around on the scarf. Okay, let's get a little bit more, because I know since this is real cashmere, it's going to burn down to almost nothing, I think. So there is a nice little pile. Again, there's my labeling, or the scarf it came off of. Let's wad this up like we did the other one so we can burn it. Ah, there's that nasty smell. Smell of burning hair. I see that it didn't get all burned up. Let's set fire to the rest of it. Okay, now, hey, look how easily that breaks apart. It's looking a lot more like ash. And what happens when you pick up ash and you rub it on your finger? That's what happens. So, my friends, this is real cashmere, and the scarves with this labeling are not. Buyer beware. Do your own burn test. Don't take my word for it. I'm gonna test a couple of others that I have laying around, just because I don't know if they are or not. This one, yeah, here's its label. It's another one that's unbranded. It's a different label. It is also affixed only with adhesive, which makes my red flags go up. It says 100% cashmere, hand-tailored, dry clean only, made in Germany. So this one is very smooth, not a lot of fuzz on it except at the edges. Let me kind of clean up my plate here. So let me pull some fuzz from the edges. I bought this one because I liked the chevron design woven in. Don't see too many of those. I collect mostly tartan plaids. So I was going after something a bit different when I bought this one. I'm most anxious to see if it's real or not. I have not previously tested this one like I did the other one before I turned on the video. So we shall see together. We will find out together. Again, this is the label on this one that I'm plucking fibers from. Kind of doesn't want to give up its fibers real easily from the center, and I wasn't getting a whole lot from the edge, so I decided to move around a little bit. And we're getting a substantial amount now. Okay, I think that's enough. So here's our labeling. Here's our plucked fibers that we're going to set fire to and see what happens with them. I can kind of tell already that this is not real cashmere simply because of how long it's staying burning. If you've ever driven past like an old landfill where they're burning tires, car tires, those things burn for days into weeks, if not months. It's like plastic, rubbery. And again, that did just kind of disintegrate. However, it's not marking up my finger like the real cashmere did. So I'm going to proclaim this not to be real cashmere either. For one, it took too long to burn the fibers. And two, it did not make ash that, I don't know how to call it, like stained my finger. So to me, in my opinion, this labeling is not real cashmere either. Now, this is a label that I'm really interested in testing because I see a lot of these at thrift stores also, and I see a lot of them on eBay. They're the thinner Pashmina scarves, labeled as Pashmina, which Pashmina is a type of cashmere. It's generally higher quality, thinner hairs, tinier hairs. I have a blue one and I have a rust colored one, and they have similar labels, not exactly the same. This one says Pashmina 100% cashmere, and the blue one says Pashmina 100% Pashmina. So this is so very fine and tightly woven. There's, like, it would take me a long time to be able to pluck enough fibers. So what I'm going to do is I found a loose thread here that I'm going to snip and burn it. My plate's getting kind of messy, but hopefully you'll still be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, this is from this scarf that says Pashmina, 100% Pashmina, and that is the only labeling on the scarf. So let's see what happens when we run the burn test. I don't like the way that burned with that. I don't know if you could see the solid ball of fire, and then it sort of like reflamed itself. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all, in my opinion. That's behaving like the other fakes. Yeah, I'm not liking that. Let's see how the rust colored one does. And this is the one that says Pashmina 100% cashmere, and that's all the labeling it has. So let me see if I can maybe find a loose. Yes, look, here's a tassel that has come unbraided. So I'm going to separate out a little bit and snip it. I think that'll be enough. Maybe a little more. Bigger piece. Okay, so we have these pieces. Get rid of that. I didn't like the blue one. I'm afraid it may be fake also. Let's see what happens with the rust colored one. Wad it up a little bit. Oh, I do like that one. I like how that one burned. Oh, did it all get burned? No, I still see orange in there. You know, I can even see it turning to white. Oh, no? Oh, there's some streaking. Okay, that one, I'm going to need a little bit more to tell for sure. I'm going to cut this whole entire end off. Oops, grabbed the wrong tool. Sorry, I'm kind of getting out. I'm getting excited. I'm about to find out, I think, that this one is real. Let me clean off my finger so I don't have any remnants of ash. Okay, let's burn this. Burn, baby, burn. Yeah. It has an odor. It smells different than the other one, I will say. The other one that was real, I mean. It's funny because I can see little white ends like you see when you burn wood and you get the white part where it's really, really burned for a long time and there's like nothing left in it to burn. I don't know if you can see that right here, but there's still some orange in there, that parts that haven't burned. I want to get it all burned up. It almost seems resistant to burning. Strange. Okay. Now, here's what. Ah, see, that's what I wanted to see. You see that? That is ash. So this one is real. The one that was labeled Pashmina 100% cashmere. However, I want to do a test on this blue one more time before I say definitively my opinion. I get my finger cleaned off here so I can. Okay, here's a comparable again, here's the label. And here's a piece of it. We're going to snip off just like we did on the rust one, which I did determine was real. And we're going to burn it up just like we did the other one. Still burning. I don't know. See, this one's behaving like the orange one did in that it seems a little resistant to burning up completely, but we'll see whenever I smash it if I get the ash on my finger or not. Okay, I'm going to use this finger this time because I have a little bit of residual ash left on that finger and I don't want to confuse the tests. Also, what I think is interesting are the yellow marks left on my plate. I don't know if that's indicative of real / fake or not, but here's the little piece that, oh, I just want to use this finger. Here's the little piece that I just burned off of the blue one. Oh, and look, nope, it's real too. I was incorrect. Maybe I didn't have enough the first time, but that's definitely real ash. So that's good to know. I didn't want to have to throw out that pretty blue one. Okay, so both of my pashminas are real. The chevron was fake. I have one more to test this morning, and it's another unbranded one. This one just says 100% cashmere, RN number, made in China, and then it has cleaning instructions. So, my gut tells me that this may not be real, although the label is stitched on, and the fake ones, both of the fake ones, the labels were just affixed with adhesive. So this is a good sign, I think. Oh, I just found another label on there, then it is on with adhesive. So we'll see. Let's, since I think snipping part of the fringe worked the best, that's what I'm going to do here with this one. I'm going to snip some of the fringe, the brown fringe. Again, this is my unbranded. I'm going to look up that RN number too and see if I can find the company that that belongs to. RN 17730. So, okay, here's my little snippet of brown supposed cashmere. I'm going to burn it. I want to get it all burnt up, and guess what? It does have the smell of hair burning, so right off I'm going to guess that it's going to be real. But I'll know for sure when I rub it between my fingers. It was a really thick piece, so it took a little bit to, I want to get it cooled off so I don't burn myself. And this finger hasn't been used, so I'm going to use this one. Oh, still a little warm. Okay, let's go. Let's do it, Loa. Oh yeah, that's nice. Look at that. That's some nice ashy stuff, like charcoal on your finger. Okay, so This one, unbranded, is real. That's good. I only have a couple that I'm going to throw out. Or maybe I'll keep them around in case somebody wants me to do another burn test. This was a fakey one. And you know, since I decided to start snipping the fringe ends, I'm going to do that on this one since I already think it's fake. So let's do that. Here's this one. So many being sold on eBay, and I find them in thrift stores a lot. So there you go. There's a piece of the fringe snipped off. Let's burn it. Look how that just shrivels up into a ball. Ha! Completely different. See that little burst of flame there at the end? I'm not a chemist enough to know what that's all about, but that does have a completely different burning style, and it's holding flame until there's nothing left to burn. Oh, that stinks too. That doesn't stink like hair burning, it stinks like plastic burning. That is, it's like stuck to the plate. Okay, with this one, it's crumbling between my fingers, but it's not marking my finger. Like, you know how you can take a piece of charcoal and it's almost like chalk. You could like draw on the sidewalk with it and it leaves a black mark. Well, that's what happened to my other hand whenever I had all those real cashmere fibers. This one did not do that. This is definitely fake. So anyway, that's all I'm going to bore you with today. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you learned something. And don't be buying this crap. Who knows if it's really even made in Scotland.